Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.
Welcome to Weekend Wanderlust. I'm Urvashi and the last few weeks have been quite a ride. We've traveled to some big metros and then gotten out of there in our search for those little hidden weekend getaway gems. Today is no different. Right behind me is the beautiful coastal city of Mangalore, but the idea is the same, to get out of here for the weekend. So let's log on to yatra.com and see what we can come up with. A thriving port on the Arabian Sea, Mangalore lies on the backwaters of the Netravati and Gurupura rivers and is the largest urban coastal city in Karnataka. You're spoiled for choice when you're in Mangalore for weekend getaways. I mean, firstly, the city itself is really charming, but if you do want to step out, then I see Coorg right on top, where I could go and sample some coffee. Or there is Chikmagalur, where I could live a planter's life. But I just came from the Nilgiris, so I think a little bit of coastal time is in order. A short drive out of Mangalore is the charming town of Bekal, placed on the west coast of Kerala. Bekal is known for its historic fort and beautiful beach, a perfect destination for some peace, quiet and self-indulgence. Well, God knows that I deserve some indulgence after all the crazy weekend trips I've been on. So I'm not going to waste any further time. I'm going to book myself some tranquility and most importantly, some pampering. So well, like you can guess, I can't wait for some tender loving care. So let's get started. As we drove out of Mangalore, I could feel myself de-stress as the southern Indian coastal roads took us towards Kerala. An hour later, we were across the Karnataka border and in Kerala, heading to our destination. We caught some glimpses of the rivers and backwaters, not to mention the palm-fringed towns and villages along the way. As the sun set, we pulled up at our destination. One of only 2 luxury hotels in Bekal, Vivanta by Taj, Bekal. So well, I'm finally here and I can't wait to check into this stunning property. Also, I think it's a good time to find out what my itinerary should look like. So let's go. So what should your day look like when you're in this charming town of Bekal? To answer exactly that question, I'm joined by Samir, who runs the Taj Vivanta. Thank you very much for hosting us here.
Thank you.
So that's the first thing I want to know. 2 days I have. What do you suggest I do here?
Urvashi, first of all, I feel that you should not look at your mobile.
Okay.
And if you can switch it off, you will have a wonderful holiday.
Done.
And don't look at your watch.
Okay.
You go by the skylight. We've been trying to promote Bekal as a spa destination. And if you feel like stepping out, then I must tell you that you must go and visit the Bekal Fort.
Yeah.
It's a must place to visit. And it is a mascot to the destination.
Okay. That's a lot to do in 2 days, it sounds like. My second question to you. I have to tell you what my last 2 weeks have been like. I went to the desert, then I went rafting in the north, then I was at a tiger reserve. So I think you understand when I say that a woman needs a little bit of pampering. So what is the spa treatment here like? I've heard so much about it.
What I would recommend is that you spend some time with the spa manager and also consult the Ayurvedic doctor. You can talk to him about what you would like to focus, and accordingly they would suggest the treatment.
Okay.
And you will benefit a lot from it because it will give you something which you are looking for. We get guests who come in particular to our resort They're just looking to be pampered and also to recharge themselves, rejuvenate themselves. We have noticed now, earlier we used to notice that many guests from Europe would come for the Ayurveda, but now we see more and more of Indians also coming in. So Bekal is building up its name, not only with the domestic guests, but also guests from overseas.
Just before I let you go, one last question about the cuisine. What were the must-haves? I'll note it down so that I don't miss out on anything.
We believe that if you are coming to a particular destination, the most important is to taste and savor the cuisine which is had locally.
Exactly.
When we were preparing the menu, we looked at all the ingredients which were coming from nearby markets. And the menus were tailor-made in such a way that we would give flavors of Kerala. If you are fond of trying cuisines, then you must stick to the Kerala cuisine whilst you are here for 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that out.
Do that.
All right, thank you very much for taking our time and talking to us. And well, with that, guys, it's time for a short little break. On the other side, let's find out what Bekal is up to. Stay right there. Welcome back to Weekend Wanderlust. This weekend we are traveling in Kerala in the beautiful coastal town of Bekal. I'm right now at the Bekal Fort. It's one of the hidden gems of this area. I do not know much about this place. The only thing I know is that it's more than 350 years old. To know more, I'm joined by a local historian, Matthew. Thank you very much for joining us this beautiful morning. Could you tell me a little bit about the history and who commissioned this fort? How did this happen?
This is made of Shivappa Naik of Bednore. That means Maharashtrian king. About 300 years back, they invaded this area because that time Bekal was very modern in economically and physically. It is very developed area. Okay. So there was always everybody was looking at this area, especially the kings. They want to capture this. So this history is this 350 years back. That means in 1650. The Bednore Nayaks, Ikeri Nayaks, they came here. They invaded this area and they captured, and it is believed that they are built, especially the first who came is Hirya Venkatappa, and his successor was Shivappa Naik, and it is believed that Shivappa Naik is the founder of this Bekal area.
Okay. The Bekal Fort is the largest fort in Kerala and spread over 40 acres. It features remarkably well-preserved stairs leading up to the observation tower and an ammunition stockpiling area. Not to mention formidable sea-soaked ramparts.
The main importance of this fort is that every fort was protecting a house or a palace. But here we cannot get any palaces. These are the excavations area. Archaeological Survey of India excavated this.
Okay.
So here we find only the basic of army barracks.
Okay.
So
basically no palace, no houses inside. Also I've seen a lot of Hindu temples, I've seen mosques. So where did this come about when Hindu, Muslims and other more communities living in this area?
The Kasaragod district, there are three main communities are living here. First, one is Hindus, Christian and Muslims. So they all live in a harmony.
Simple people.
Simple people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That is good.
Yeah, well, that's an inspiration for the rest of the world.
Yes,
and
yes.
the rest of India
Surely,
as well.
surely.
Matthew, could you tell me a little bit about this part, because you say this is the most important?
This is important as Bekal because this was the escaping route, underground pathway. So now there is no pathway is clear because it is already filled with mud.
Yeah, it's
for a long
old.
time it is not used.
Yeah.
That's why. So there are.
So this is a water tank, you say, and that it's
It
also
is
an escape route.
There is water inside.
Yeah.
So we consider it's a water tank. So there are water. People used to come. Visitors come inside and get water from there.
You guys should try and get here before it becomes too popular and touristy. It's really beautiful. You can hear the waves all the way here. I'm standing here at one of the seesaw ramparts of the Bekal Fort, and it is so beautiful that it is quite difficult for me to tear myself away from this spot. But there is spa time next, so that makes it a little easier. So let's head in for some inductions. After the morning's heavy meal, I found myself in need of some divine relaxation, and since Kerala is a well-known spa destination, I put myself into the capable hands of the Jiva Grande spa staff. Namaste.
Namaste, Urvashi. Please become.
Thank you. So guys, I'm here at the Jiva Grande Spa, where people from across the world come for holistic Indian treatments, and I'm joined by Shirish. Thank you very much. He's the spa manager, and he will tell me what I should expect today. Tell me, Kerala, yeah, this is one place which is known for its holistic treatments.
Yes.
Why is that so, that people from across the world come here?
Kerala is a land which has preserved the culture of India so very well in terms of its rituals, in terms of its tradition, and still this is the place which honors the purity of the Indian healing culture and system. Yeah. This is the place which has developed a lot of authentic healing experiences like Ayurveda.
Yeah.
And some of the healing experience from Ayurveda itself has been brought into our own culture in terms of our daily routine.
So what should I be doing today? What do you suggest?
Yes, we have selected a treatment for you, which is a signature treatment for Jiva Spas.
Okay.
Jiva Grand, in fact.
Yeah.
And that treatment is called as Abhisheka.
Abhisheka.
Abhisheka. And what does it do? It helps you to realize the inner nature of yourself, which is not only body, but as a divine soul. So I call it divine relaxation.
So I'm all set for my divine relaxation.
Okay.
It sounds really good to me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, then let's go.
Okay.
The Abhisheka treatment began with a foot bath before I was led into a sacred plunge pool. Abhisheka means pouring the purifying dravyas or fluids over one's body to cleanse the physical and metaphysical impurities to connect to the inner divinity. Seawater, milk and sandalwood paste are used in this purification ritual. After a shower, I was treated to another purification ceremony called Dhoop, where frankincense was burnt and the smoke wafted over me to cleanse the space within and outside my body. Finally, I sank into deep relaxation and was treated to a relaxing aromatherapy massage. Divine relaxation indeed.
With that, you guys heading for a break as I enjoy my time in heaven. See you after.
If there's one thing to be learned about Bekal, it's that the early bird catches the worm. So we found ourselves at the fishing village with our new best friend Chef Ashok to pick up the catch of the day. The fishermen go according to tide, weather conditions and the seasonal catch. Mackerel, sardines and black pomfret are common in these seas, and we picked up a black pomfret for Chef Ashok to cook up for us.
I'm back and chilling by the beautiful backwaters of Bekal, even as I've put Chef Ashok to work, who's busy whipping up a local Kerala-style delicacy for me. Talk about leading the good life. Chef Ashok begins by liberally salting the raw fish on both sides. Next, he crushes whole peppercorns, curry leaves, cumin and pickled chilies together with shallots and salt. He uses a mortar and pestle to make a rough paste. Lime juice is then squeezed on the whole black pomfret before the paste is roughly applied to both sides of the fish. While the pan is heating, Chef Ashok wraps the fish in a banana leaf, making sure not to waste any of the marinade. The banana leaf wrapped fish is placed in the pan before coconut oil is poured around the banana leaf. The fish remains on the stove, flipped only once till cooked through but still tender. As he plates the fish, Chef Ashok makes sure all the pan gravy is incorporated in the dish. The finishing touch is squeeze applied. Wow! Wow! Oh, Ashok, it looks fantastic.
Yes, it's not fitting in the plate.
Yeah, it looks...
You picked up the best size.
I am good at choosing the biggest size, yes. And the way the fish is looking at me, it doesn't look so happy. You know, from the ocean and now into my stomach didn't take too long. I'm sorry, but you look delicious. So, Chef, what have you done with the fish?
It's a very easy recipe which anyone can try.
Okay, including myself.
Including yourself or school children also can try.
School children also, good comparison.
Yeah, so it's such a easy recipe. This is something which nobody taught me. This which I experienced in my childhood. My mother used to make it when she get fresh sardine.
Yeah.
So she used to do this. Like the key ingredients are also just you can count with the finger.
Okay, so this is your old school home recipe, yeah?
Yes.
So I should dig in?
Yes.
By your permission?
Yes, why not?
Okay. What a weekend I've had. Bekal not only gives you crazy big hair because of humidity, but also a crazy big opportunity to relax, rewind and rejuvenate in the lap of nature. And nature is very close to us. So join us next week as we take you to another stunning location with the help of yatra.com. Until then, remember, not all those who wander are lost.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.